everybody, and welcome back to the AlphaBest list, where I talk about my top 10 games from each letter of the alphabet. We are more than halfway through now, starting with the letter N, which surprisingly enough is not one of the more robust lists. I really do like every game on this list, but not every game on this list is amazing. So let's get started with number 10. Number 10 is Nautilus Industries. Nautilus Industries is actually a newer game that came out. Essentially, Nautilus Industries, it's a stock market game, but it's also a stock market game where you have action selection. We're going to take a certain number of actions, and you're trying to manipulate the prices of the different stocks up and down. And stocks games can sometimes be like, this is so complicated. Nautilus Industries is not that complex, but it is a little mean, which is something I do like about it. Number 9 is Nuns on the Run. This game doesn't get as much focus these days, but it was a game I liked a lot, almost like a reverse Scotland Yard. Instead of everybody finding one person, it's one person finding everybody. You are young nuns trying to sneak and get a piece of cake or a letter from your beloved or something like that. And then one person's the abbess and walking around trying to find people. Some cool mechanisms about hearing people. I do enjoy this. Number 8 just came out last year, and that's New York 1901. New York 1901 is a game about building skyscrapers back when skyscrapers weren't nearly as tall as they are today. And it's basically just a very simple family-style game of playing cards and taking control of different areas on the board, but a very solid style game, a good family game. Number 7, Hiroshima Hex. Hiroshima Hex is a game that probably put Portal games on the map. Portal games nowadays, a lot of people like them. They put out some fabulous stuff, but Hiroshima Hex, the first time you played it, was like, wow, this is a cool game. It has a war feel, it has an abstract feel, where you're basically putting units on this hexagon grid, and then every once in a while there would be a fight, and then all the units would shoot, attack each other. A lot of the units would be removed, and you're trying to destroy your opponent's base. There's an excellent iOS app for this game, which actually has made me play that rather than the actual physical game. But the physical game and everything is still quite good. Number 6 is Noir, N-O-I-R. This is a 2-player game from Level 99, and unlike most of their games, which are huge and sometimes maybe bloated would be the best word for them, this game here essentially just has you trying to outguess the other people. You are basically it's like a deduction game for 2 people. One person is trying to hide a criminal in a grid of people. The other person is trying to find them. There's some back and forth, some different games. It works really well. Number 5 is Hiroshima Convoy. Now, this is a game that was originally called Convoy, but now that it's set in the Hiroshima Hex universe, I really enjoy how it's put together. And in Convoy, it's a 2-player asymmetrical game in which one person is basically driving a convoy. Think the big bad guys as they drive down, trying to get to a city to destroy the city, and the other players, the rebels, trying to take them out before they get there. An excellent, cool little game. Where are we at? 4, Ninjato. Now, Ninjato is a worker placement game. There's a lot of great worker placement games out there, and Ninjato is one of those ones that came out, got a little bit of buzz and disappeared, but I think it's an excellent game, and this is one I actually think I might add to my collection if I ever got a chance. I played someone else's copy. Has little ninja stars, which are cool pieces, but yes, you put out the different workers and try to get the things that you need to accomplish missions. Just a solid little game. Maybe not so little. Number 3 is Nations, the dice game. Now, Nations is a fun civilization game. There's some problems with it. It can get a little long. It's a little abstract. Nations, the dice game, is very abstract, but it takes away that long thing. It's very short, and it's just basically you have a dice pool of dice that you're rolling, but you're basically buying new, cooler dice to use and going back and forth with other players. This is just a solid game. If you like Yahtzee, but you want to be able to upgrade your dice, there's a little bit of a civilization flair to it, but it's mostly all about the dice. Number 2 is Nexus Ops. Nexus Ops, originally produced by Hasbro/Avalon Hill, now from Fantasy Flight Games. This is another one of those just really solid games of attacking other players. There's a lot of plastic figures on a map, right? I got my forces, I'm attacking your forces, but most of the time they reward turtling, which is sitting back there and letting the enemy come after you. In this game, you get points when you're the attacker. Also, it has really cool pieces. The original one is still my favorite, where the pieces would glow under a black light. Hiroshima Hex. And number 1 for N, no thanks. Easily, of all the games on this list, I've played No Thanks more than all the rest put together. A simple card game where there's a card in the middle and you throw a chip on it, or you take the card and get all the chips, but cards are bad. And choosing when to take a card and when to throw a chip, a very simple process. It's a one mechanism game, but it works amazingly well and is essentially, in my opinion, a classic. Hey folks, those are my top 10 games that start with the letter N. Next time we'll get to the letter O. Tell me what you think. What are your favorite games? Tell me in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.